Diversity in the living world.
Biology is the science of life forms and living processes.
Early man deified both inanimate and animate objects, to which he felt a sense of awe or fear. Societies which indulge in anthropocentric view of biology could register only limited progress in biological knowledge. Ernest Mayr is called the Darwin of the 20th century. He was born in Kempten, Germany. Life period 1904 to 2004. He worked in Harvard from 1953 to 1975. His title at Harvard was Alexander Agassiz Professor of Zoology Emeritus. He made Origin of Species Diversity the central question of evolution. He made the current definition of species. He won Triple Crown in biology, that is Balzan Prize, International Prize for Biology, and Crawford Prize. Some organisms do not reproduce. Examples: mules, sterile worker bees, infertile humans. Reproduction cannot be considered as a defining characteristic of living organisms, as there are organisms which do not reproduce. Non-living objects cannot reproduce. Metabolic reaction is the conversion of a chemical to another chemical in the body. Metabolism is the sum total of all metabolic reactions in our body. Conversion of a chemical to another chemical can occur in nature. This is not considered as a metabolic reaction as it is not happening inside a cell. Cellular organization of the body is a defining feature of life. Sensing and responding to environmental stimuli is the most obvious and technically complicated feature of living things. Organisms can sense and respond to physical, chemical, and biological stimuli in the environment. Man senses environment through organs called sense organs. Photoperiod affects reproduction in seasonal breeders, both plants and animals. Man is the only organism having self-consciousness. Consciousness is a defining property of living organisms. The following is an example of a difficult to define life in man situation. A brain dead patient being kept alive by machine support of heart and lungs. All living phenomena are due to underlying interactions. Tissue has specific properties because of interactions between the cells of the tissue. A cellular organelle has specific properties because of interactions between the molecular constituents of the organelle. In the hierarchy of organizational complexity of a living organism, interactions between the constituents of a particular level will lead to emergent properties at the next higher level. Example: interactions between cells leads to emergence of a particular property for the tissue which these cells make up. Diversity in the living world. If we increase our area of observation, the variety of organisms seen will increase. The number of species in the world is 1.7 to 1.8 million. The number and types of organisms on the earth is called biodiversity. Naming of organisms is called nomenclature. Nomenclature is only possible if there is proper identification. Codes of nomenclature of plants and animals. For plants, ICBN, that is International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. For animals, ICZN, that is International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. The scientific name of an organism has two components. This naming system is called binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature was devised by Carolus Linnaeus. In binomial nomenclature, there are two components: generic name for genus and specific epithet for species. Let us consider an example. Scientific name of mango is Mangifera indica. Binomial nomenclature is in Latin language. Binomial nomenclature is represented in type in italics and when handwritten as underlined. First letter of genus is capital and first letter of species is small. If species name is written as Mangifera indica Linn, the last word refers to the name of the author, in this case Linnaeus. Classification of living organisms is called taxonomy. Organisms are classified based on structure, external and internal, cell structure, development, and ecological information. The basic processes in taxonomy are characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature. Taxonomy developed from an earlier branch of study of evolutionary relationship between organisms called systematics. Systematics is derived from a Latin word systema, meaning systematic arrangement. Linnaeus' publication was Systema Naturae. To systematics, the following were added to produce taxonomy, that is, identification, classification, and nomenclature. Taxonomic categories. In taxonomy, all categories together constitute taxonomic hierarchy. Taxonomic hierarchy involves a hierarchy of steps. Each step is called taxonomic category or taxon. Taxonomic categories are distinct biological entities and are not merely morphological aggregates. The taxonomic categories are kingdom, phylum or division in plants, class, order, family, genus, and species. The lowest category is species. A genus is a category made of closely related species. A family is a category of closely related genera, and so on. Kingdoms. Kingdom Animalia and Kingdom Plantae are two major kingdoms. In Kingdom Animalia, one important phylum is Chordata for animals with notochord and dorsal hollow neural system. In phylum Chordata, one important class is Mammalia. This class has all the mammals. In class Mammalia, two important orders are Primata and Carnivora. Primata includes primates like man, monkey, gorilla, gibbon, etc. And Carnivora contain carnivores like tiger, cat, dog, etc. In order Carnivora, two important families are Felidae and Canidae. Felidae contains lion, tiger, cat, etc. and Canidae contains dogs. In Felidae, important genera are Panthera with lion, tiger and leopard, and Felis with cats. Scientific name of potato is Solanum tuberosum. Scientific name of brinjal is Solanum melangina. Scientific name of lion is Panthera leo. Scientific name of tiger is Panthera tigris. Scientific name of leopard is Panthera pardus. Scientific name of human being is Homo sapiens. Scientific name of cat is Felis domestica. Wheat, Triticum aestivum. Housefly, Musca domestica. Mango, Mangifera indica. Taxonomical aids. Herbarium, Plant specimens are dried pressed on sheets with label about date and place of collection, English local and botanical names, etc. Botanical gardens. These are gardens with living plants. Examples are Kew in England, Indian Botanical Garden in Howrah, National Botanical Research Institute in Lucknow. Museum. Plants and animals are preserved by various methods like in jars, stuffed animals, skeletons, insect boxes, etc. Zoological parks or zoos. Wild animals are kept under human care. As far as possible, natural habitat is replicated. Key. Each statement in a key is called a lead. The contrasting answer pair is called couplet. Key is analytical in nature. Flora, habitat and distribution of plants of a given area. Manual, information about species identification of a given area. Monograph, information about any one taxon. Thank you.